Track temperature a few weeks ago was 25, 26 degrees, 16.9 degrees tonight with not much sun, a lot of water on it, and I've got a new job. In the middle, behind the red thing, I'm in the green thing, I have a new role. I'm out of here. I'm a tractor driver. I've found a usefulness for myself, but yeah, quite cool down here tonight, Paul. It's not near the temperature that we've got from before.
All right. So we see the grid there lining up. There's Ashton and Ross. Carl Shearer in the 75 outside Grant Littlewood. Both very cool looking cars. Brent Stewart in the 9. Great to have the 84N of Anthony McKenzie back up here. And down the back, the new 1NZ, Asher Rees. There he is. From the back row, he will go in this one. And they're working on the Hunter car. So they're putting the screws back onto the bonnet. So whatever they've problem was, it looks as though they've sorted it.
Just changing neck brace and a couple of things around the helmet as well. So had the neck brace off, checked some helmet things, dialing the bonnet back onto that car, putting on some gloves. So something's obviously gone very wrong. Just getting a check out on there. He's all okay. Yes, I just put neck brace and changed him. I think the helmet might have been loose or not sitting properly. They've now rechecked the neck brace. Of course, the onus is completely on the drivers to have all their kit on.
Yeah, because they have said to Minty they're going to be doing random checks again during the night tonight, like we saw on the first night of the New Zealand's with two drivers excluded.
Yeah, actually, we didn't get the chance, Barry, to talk about the driver's briefing. Obviously, there's been a few contentious things go on over the last couple of weeks, and they were addressed at driver's briefing tonight with regards to drivers turning up at driver's briefing,
yep,
and also with regards to weighing after the races. What's the story tonight?
That's right. Well, certainly there's no weighing of the cars tonight, so nobody needs to worry about that. Driver's briefing has really been to the fore recently, and they've certainly underlined it tonight. If they're not a driver's briefing, you've got exactly 3 minutes from the end of the roll call to get to driver's briefing if you're missing. They called Asher Rees first tonight because he was missing from the driver's briefing for the Superstock Champs, which he won. They got him there before the roll call was finished, but they called him first tonight just to make sure he had time to get there if he wasn't already there.
So it's 3 minutes you're allowed. If you've got problems with your car, you've got 3 minutes to try and fix it, and that was obviously something there with the Kenneth Hunter car. 3-3.
That was slower than the Australians overrate.
But he's underway now, so he'll come around. He'll take his spot on grid 26, and so he'll pull in. And Des Curry's obviously hit reverse and moved back, so Hunter will be able to move in. These good-looking cars this year, all the Hunter cars and a couple of others, the Bounty Hunter team.
Yeah, they do look good, don't they?
Yeah. And doesn't that look good? What a lineup, race fans. This is just qualifying night one of the 2021 TWS World Invitation Superstock Championships. Remember, the top 5 from each group go through. Tonight, each group 3 heats of 12 laps to score as many points as you can. This is Red Group. Time to hear the Superstocks roar.
Just a hold up down the front here with something, I'm not sure what. They're still holding the pace truck in front of this field. They've cleared them all the way through to the back, but just something going on behind the gate that isn't allowing this race to start yet.
I wonder whether this is what we're told. There was a little problem with the ELS or something. Maybe they have let the cars out and they are just holding them until they get the go-ahead on that.
All right, now we've got the flag coming in now, so it looks as though we are sorted. So race fans, welcome along, qualifying night. Red Group ready to rock and roll. In the starter's hands, so let's go qualifying. So we've talked a lot about Asher Rees right down the back, but there's some other big names in here too, like former World 240s champion Scott Joblin. Kerry Remnant was a star at the New Zealand Championships, but there's cars all over the place. Littlewood's lost time. Penn and Bridges into the concrete wall. The 611 sits there in the concrete. Zach Lawrence has gone around. We go red.
And Asher Rees is just trying to see on the ELS where he passed half the field in turns 1 and 2.
I've got him about 9th or 10th, Brownie. the 611 car. That car's now started. They put the reds on. It's now backed up, but will be required to come to the infield for the cause of the red light, I would think.
I think he is around there, but he's not actually showing on the ELS, interestingly.
Chad Ace, left front tyre very flat. That's also ripped the tyre end. Oh, jingus. That has sheared the whole tyre end, and the weld has pulled the whole front arm, so he's going to have to do a bottom arm replacement, kingpin replacement, wheel, brakes, and a few other bits and pieces and shocks on the front of that 4P car. So some major damage there.
Yeah, man, when you look at those replays, there was plenty of stuff going on in that opening heat. In that opening corner.
Problems for Damien Orr. Something going wrong there. He's gesticulating with his hands in the car.
Of course, can't be touched. Something out there on the track. So we've got
corner 1. There's something laying on the track, maybe a bit
Yep.
of Chad Ace's car or something, but there were some bits and pieces came off that.
Yes, there was plenty of chaos everywhere. So just checking here on the replay, looking for Asher Rees. So definitely cleared through the middle of the track there quite easily.
Yeah, you'll see him dive down to the inside, and this is just coming up to the red, I think, wasn't it? So, yeah, he passed a heap on turns 1 and 2, then got some more on turns 3 and 4.
Got a heap of cars with transponder issues. Damien Orr's not showing up either, I think, who's sitting in 4th place. Would that be right? That's why they're having a look there to see if they can jiggle some life into some things.
Just checking here. No, Damien Orr's showing up on that, on the ELS. There's a few.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on
We
that.
will.
I think Ash is possibly about 11th.
Yeah, I'd agree, Brownie, on the outside of Marks, inside of Marks.
All right, here we go in the starter's hands again for restart number 1. So Jordan Deere, your race leader. 581 from Shane Davis and Damien Orr. Round goes Eddie Dodson. So he got caught up there in front of the New Zealand champion, who's now dicing down there. Oh, round goes the 1NZ. Being turned around by the 73, Bryce Marks. Now there's some work to do for the New Zealand champion. Finds reverse to try and get a better angle out of there, the 1NZ. And he drops all the way back down to the back of the field again. Almost a lap. Oh, and he's got damage. Just drifted wide, possibly that time through 3 and 4, Asher Rees. The 247, Hayden Chapman and the 15 and Paul Maybe have a bit of a coming together down the main straight. So Brent Stewart to the infield in the 9. 59P, Stephen Penn's gone infield as well. So 4 laps gone here at Paradise Valley Speedway qualifying night as Joplin looks up the inside of the big tank of horse. Makes the pass, as does Kerry Remnant in the 19. So the race leaders up amongst some of the back markers now, and who would have thought we'd be talking about Asher Rees being a back marker. He's really struggling, eh? There looks to have been something go wrong with that car in the mix-up, or he's got his setup all wrong tonight, which would be unusual. Now he's punctured. The 1NZ has got a puncture.
Flat right, that's why he was struggling. It was going down. Flat right's gone down.
So out front it's 581, Jordan Deere from the 81, Damien Orr. Good run so far from the 7W of Shane Davis, holding on to that top spot. 52, Scott Joplin next, and Kerry Remnant. So Asher Rees, he will continue to circulate the New Zealand champion. So we see 3 wide coming off the turn. Pat Westbury getting shunted out towards the cog. Oh, coming with a big hit there, Pat Westbury, with the bumper, and that sends Littlewood and McKenzie out to the concrete wall. Littlewood's got some damage too.
Corner one, Curry, Marks and Rees.
Marks got by Asher Rees. There's Curry involved there as well. We'll see, we may get a replay of that one. So the white flag is out, and here comes the checkered. Jordan Deere takes the win. In the 581, oh, cruncher into the concrete there from Davis and Dodson. And Grant Littlewood manages to limp home as well. Man, there's some damage out there. So your provisional results. Jordan Deere 581 takes the win. From 81R, Damien Orr, Scott Joblin home in third, then Kerry Remnant 19M fourth, Shane Davis 7W in fifth place. From Elias Dykstra, Tim Ross, Ken Hunter, Carl Shearer, and then the 21 of Brendan Ashton rounds out the top 10. Then Curry, Westbury, Chapman, McEwen, Glennie, Ashby Hodge, Mackenzie, Maybe, Marks, Zach Lawrence, Grant Littlewood, Eddie Dodson, and in 24th place, Asher Rees, taking just 5 points from that win, from that heat. So Jordan Deere, ladies and gentlemen, around TWS Paradise Valley Speedway, put your hands together for Jordan Deere, first checkered flag of the night in the Super Stocks. As we see the flags waving nicely on the fence down there in turn 2. Wow, Minty. Just while Barry does his analysis, boy, plenty going on in that one.
Yeah, look, it was, and you're wondering why 1NZ Rees was going slower. His right rear was going down, and that was what's causing the problems. It was rolling across the rim. When it eventually did go flat, we saw what happened, but plenty of stuff going on. The Chad Ace car is rather bent. That's taken a massive hit in the front, but